How to convert Google Ads leads as a real estate agent. I'm sure a lot of people who are watching these videos, they're running and spending a ton of money on Google Ads, but they can't seem to actually quite convert them to sales. I'm going to be sharing the exact process that we do to actually convert Google Ads into sales. What's going on, everyone? It's Russell Mortlock here at the Apex Group. I personally made over $1 million in real estate commission just with Google Ads, and I know they work. This is our biggest lead source for our business and has allowed me to have success as a brand new agent and continues to allow me to just keep building on my career where I sell in a city that I moved to, that I had no connections, had no leads, didn't have a sphere of influence. Google Ads is what allowed me to have massive success and is continuing to allow me and my team to have some success. So I'm going to share exactly what we do to convert these Google Ads into clients. Okay, first and foremost, it starts with your real estate website. So I can't stress this enough. If you're not using a website that's actually set up for Google Ads, you're leaving so much on the table. I don't care what free website your brokerage is giving or your best friend that designs websites. It has to be a website with an IDX feed that is set up specifically to generate leads. So that's why we use Real Geeks here. Super easy to navigate. And I've tested a few different real estate websites, and the feedback we got from the people who use our website to search for properties all say that Real Geeks was the easiest and one that they liked using the most. So you can really dive into it. You can make custom websites and really go advanced, or you can just use the standard ones that seem to be really effective to generate leads. But that is your starting point. You want to make sure that you actually have a good website to generate leads from in your real estate business here. So step number one, make sure that your sign-up form is capturing everyone's contact information. I know a lot of people think, hey, I'm going to let them just browse my website. I'm just going to continue to let them to do whatever they want. We've tested this on the very first property. They have to give you their information in order to see more. And it's got to be your first, last name, your email address, and your phone number. You need to capture the email address and phone number in order to have success on Google Ads. I know what people think, hey, I don't want to spam people. I'm just going to let them browse. They're going to reach out to me when they actually want to go view homes. But I guarantee you getting their information, getting in touch with them is what cements the relationship. Okay, so let's go to the next step on it, what exactly we do here. So we use Follow Up Boss because it does have a dialer built into the CRM here where we can call people right from there. So for my team, I'm able to track to see how my other agents are doing. I can offer them insight in seeing exactly what objections they're facing, how they're dealing with people on the phone. But Follow Boss, it is an extra added expense, but we love syncing this with our Google Ads, with the Real Geeks website, which has an extra layer. The CRM on Real Geeks is really good, and I used that for a number of years, but I started getting to where I'm calling so many leads a day that I just wasn't able to hand dial them. And getting an automatic dialer saved me a ton of time with all the tracking that Follow Boss has. Okay, so let's break it in right from the ground up. So when a lead comes in, we get them to go through the 10-day campaign. So in here, what they do is you get 6 calls, 6 emails, and then 3 text messages that get sent out throughout the phase. And as you can see, if they don't end up answering us after the 10 days, we move them over to responsive, where then we're getting paged to call these people every week for the next 2 months. And I personally sold a $2.6 million property this year from calling the unresponsive leads that had signed up 2 months prior on our website, but had never answered us, and was able to get through to them. And they flat out said, hey, we just figured you're going to work really hard with how persistent you were calling us. So once you get in touch with them, this is our system that we break down here. So we got in touch with this guy a little bit ago. He's looking for a 3-bedroom anywhere, first-time home buyer, needs help. When I called him, he wasn't pre-approved, didn't really want to go forward, didn't seem serious, and calling back. But as you can see, we're still following up. He said on the phone that he wanted to purchase a property within a year. So we continue to follow with him each and every month, just seeing exactly what he's looking to do and how we can help. So right here, my business partner called him there, still saving money, doesn't know how much time he'll be needing to save, check back in a couple months to see where he's at. So we're still going to continue to call these people, continue to follow up, even with him potentially not having any money there. It doesn't take up too much of your time to do that, but you want to be engaging just with how responsible it is. So as a first-time home buyer, we're always make sure we're sharing valuable insight every single time that we chat with this guy, and we tag him as a first-time home buyer. So the next thing you want to do, so for these people here This lady, she had signed up on our website over a year ago, now coming on 2, and we gave her a listing appointment. So we tagged her as a listing. We have her address up top. She said she wanted to sell in the spring of last year and she never ended up wanting to, and they're looking for a townhouse. So we have all those tags pumped in there and we're dripping about Kelowna information on different properties. So right here, she's watching and clicking exactly on what's going on. She's interested in condos. So we have a Kelowna drip condo campaign showcasing exactly some good condos that she might be interested in. So this is the whole value proposition of how we convert these better than anyone else. We keep sending all our YouTube content to people here, and then we have links in them. So if they want to actually go connect with us and talk more, they schedule calls with us. This is when leads become really, really interested. Is I get so many calls booked directly with my Calendly because I'm giving them so much value and providing so much insight in what it's actually like to buy properties there. As you can see here, I sent her a different one on a condo project that's in our area, and if they wanted more pricing or what's available in this condo building, to book a call. We get consistent people scheduling calls with us from our drip campaigns and our action plans because we have all these Calendly links in there. I don't know how many people I see that do all this stuff and they expect people to reach out, and then you miss each other, they email you, call, and you never get it. With them scheduling a call, it goes right into my calendar. We talk at a time that works for me, and then I'm able to prospect them. So let's take a call right from the top. So when we get a person that comes into our database that's saying they are wanting to look at homes and are very, very interested, we make sure that we get them into the homes as soon as possible. Someone signs up on our website, they either fall into 2 buckets. They're either currently out of town and needing some time to get here, or they're in town. In that way, we always use a value proposition. So for the people that are in town, no matter time frame, how long they plan on waiting to go look at homes, or it's in 2 years, they're retiring in 3 years, we are shooting to schedule buyer showings for that weekend. So the script goes, hey, I know you're a couple years potentially away, but it's good to educate you now. So when the time actually comes, when you do retire, you know exactly where to look, and this is going to save you time. So would you folks be against going and looking at some properties this weekend if I can find some properties that match your criteria? And if they say no, well, then you know they're not that serious. But if they say yes, well, hey, maybe they just haven't seen the right property in order for them to get going. But if they are out of town, what we shoot for is scheduling a Zoom with them to go through the market to help educate them on what it's like to actually relocate here. And our scripting goes for there depending on where they're coming from. Is, say, for example, if they're coming from a different province like Alberta, where I say a lot of people we help that relocate from Alberta to BC, they don't understand all the fees, and this can cost them thousands and thousands of dollars, not totally understanding the property transfer tax, how much lawyers are going to cost, what mortgages are going to be like here in BC. So we'd like to just go over everything right from the forefront to see if it actually still makes sense for you guys to want to move to BC. Because a lot of times after Albertans hear how much more it's going to cost and all these extra things that BC has in place, it scares them off. So we want to help you right away with educating you in exactly what you need to know so it doesn't cost you thousands and thousands of dollars later down the line. So those are the 2 buckets they fall into. Either they're in town, they're out of town. And if they end up not wanting to chat or meet, well, then we just tag them accordingly. If they're still a hot prospect looking the next 3 months, well, we're going to be following up with them consistently, providing more value until they want to go and look at properties and take them for a buyer showing. The next thing is if they are further out than that but want to buy in that year, they go to the nurture category where we make sure we follow up with them every month. And then if they say they're just browsing and they're not looking, let's try to uncover, be like, hey, what are you browsing for? Well, in 3 years, I plan on retiring. We still tag those people in the 3-year timeline that they say they're going to be potentially looking, because then that's when they might look. So at the start of every year, we go to the next year, and in January, we call the thousands of people that told us, hey, I'm looking to buy in 2024. We have a massive list of people to call right off the bat to see if they're interested. And then we just drip them out with our monthly newsletter. So converting these Google ads takes a lot of effort and a lot of actual value-based knowledge on how to set up your action plans so they deem you as the local professional, the best source of information, and the person that's going to help them get the best deal. If you're someone that wants help and wants to partner with us to show you the system that we use to convert Google ads higher than anyone else, go in the description. There's going to be a Google form for you to fill out. If you end up being a partner that we are interested in working with, We'll reach out to you to schedule a time to chat on more details on how we can take over your marketing for you.